A U.S. embassy letter asking companies in Singapore for substantially larger gifts just went viral, and now, people online are asking a blunt question: is this diplomacy or fundraising? A heated debate has broken out after a Reddit post shared what appears to be a letter sent by the U.S. ambassador to Singapore to companies here, inviting them to provide financial support for embassy-related events, specifically the upcoming 4th of July celebration. The letter caught attention for one key phrase: businesses were encouraged to consider giving substantially larger gifts than in previous years. And this wasn't just any Independence Day celebration. According to the letter, 2026 marks two major milestones. First, the 250th anniversary of U.S. independence, what the U.S. calls a once-in-a-generation national moment. Second, the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Singapore and the United States, an important political and symbolic partnership. The letter suggested that the scale of the celebration would depend on the generosity of American and Singaporean businesses. On paper, it sounds like a celebration of history and bilateral ties. But online, the reaction was fast and divided. Some netizens said the tone felt unusually direct for a foreign embassy. One commenter joked that you must be running an elite business in Singapore to even receive such a letter. Another person claimed the message was sent widely, possibly to all members of the American Chamber of Commerce in Singapore. Others took a more suspicious angle, with one joking that recipients should call 1799, Singapore's Scam Shield helpline, to verify if the letter was even real. But not everyone was outraged. Some pointed out that embassy events around the world often run on sponsorships, especially when they involve large receptions, branding, and invitations to business leaders. In other words, fundraising is not unheard of, even for diplomatic missions. Still, the optics became the main issue. Veteran Singapore journalist Bertha Henson also weighed in after the letter circulated on Facebook. She criticized it as a very straightforward request for handouts to her own party, questioning if other embassies do the same, at least, so openly. And she raised a sharper point, that such contributions could look like a way for big companies to curry favor. So what did the U.S. Embassy say? In response to queries, a spokesperson confirmed the embassy plans to host the 4th of July celebration that matches what America sees as one of the most significant milestones in its history, the 250th anniversary. The spokesperson added that the embassy is asking private sector partners to support the event, saying that every American embassy worldwide does this every year for Independence Day. So now, the question becomes bigger than the letter itself. Is the standard international practice that most people just never notice? Or does it cross a line when a foreign mission is asking companies in another country for bigger and bigger gifts? And here's the big question for you. If you were a company in Singapore and you received this letter, would you see it as a harmless sponsorship request or a diplomatic pressure move? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this breakdown useful, remember to like, share, and subscribe to 2230 for more stories that cut through the noise and get straight to what matters.